How to overlay discussion points over existing pages of the textbook. So I'm just going to show an example here. So the first thing that you want to do is to get a digital copy of the pages of the text for discussion. So in my case, I just took a digital camera and captured the pages of the table in the textbook. So I have 2 pages here. You can do that using a mobile phone with a good pixel quality, or you can use a scanner. So after you complete the scanning or taking pictures of the book, you can open up Adobe Illustrator, and what you can do is just to create a new document. So you go to File, New, and you may want to create A3 or A4 size. It doesn't really matter. You can scale them later. So click OK. And what we're going to do now is to import the photos that we took of the textbook earlier. So you go to File, Place, and then what I'm going to do is just to select the first page of the table. So I'm going to retrieve that now. Go to Week 4, Photos, and I'm going to select page 1. So click Place, and the software is just going to bring in your photograph here. So I'm going to scale them a little bit so that we have some space to bring in the second page. So repeat the same steps again. Go to File, Place, and then select the second page. It's very simple. Okay, and I'm just going to overlay them so we can see both pages together. Okay, so now we're going to imagine we're going to overlay some discussion points either over the graphic or just next to the graphic. You can either put your discussion points on the right here, or if you need to, you can put it in the middle. So you can put some pointers here as well as here. So the idea is just to create rectangles and lines so that we can point to the relevant points within the table. So let's say I want to talk a little bit about maybe this point. Okay, so I'm going to just discuss a little bit about the word community and what it means for my case. So what I'm going to do is go to the left side, which is the toolbar, and I'm going to click on a shape called the rectangle tool. So just click, and the pointer will become like a crossbar. I'm going to imagine I put my discussion point here on the right. So I'm going to drag a reasonably sized shape, and maybe I'll give it a little bit of color. So to give the color, what I can do is I can go to the left hand side here. This is the foreground fill color, and this is the border, which is called the stroke. So I'm just going to select maybe a light pastel color, and then it's going to look quite nice. Okay, so this is the first point, and the next thing I'm going to do is just going to draw a line to direct viewers to the text that I want to discuss about. So I go to the left hand side here, which is the line tool. I click, and then I'm going to just draw a line to point to that word. Okay, I can change the color of this line by coming here again to the left hand side and select a line color. Okay, if it's too thin, I can actually increase the size of the what we call the stroke. So I'm going to go up here and select maybe a 4-pointer, easier to see. So you see it's a little bit thicker. Okay, so of course the last part, which is the most important part, is to key in the discussion points. So I'm going to use the text tool, or sometimes we call it type tool. So you go to the left hand side and click on the type tool, and then you're going to move over here and just draw a little boundary to indicate where your text is going to go. So here I'm going to just key in the word, my discussion point, the word community is too broad, could have been scoped more specifically for the evaluation. For example, in cases where my program do not involve the community at large, we can include the training participants instead, something like that. So it's very easy. Of course, as usual, you can actually increase the font size a little bit for viewers. So you can go up here, change your font size, or just change it to a very normal Arial font. I like simple, easy to read font. So now the last thing, of course, is to save an image to be integrated within the Moodle discussion forum. So you can go to File, Save for Web and Devices. We're going to save it in the web-friendly format. Normally, I would choose JPEG here. So you can select JPEG, and the image size, I normally put it between 800 to 1002 since a lot of us are using widescreen nowadays. So just key in about 1200 or 1000, and then you can make sure the quality it's quite good, not too blur, maybe about 80, and then you click save and save it to your discussion to your computer, discussion week 4, and click save. So that's it. You have your file. You can just embed it in the discussion forum as usual. So even though in this case I use Adobe Illustrator, you're free to use any other software like Adobe InDesign, Photoshop. The stats might vary a little bit, but not too much. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in class again.